In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing. This is a Pelonis ceramic heater, and Pelonis and I have a long history. I have had Pelonis heaters for years. So I just remember when I was a kid, we had a Pelonis heater, and it was the Pelonis. We called it by the brand because it was so useful, and we just had it a long time. You know, it lasted a long time. All right, so this is a heater. It's got two settings. And it's got a fan, it says, a thermostat, and some safety features. Let's open it up and check it out right away. I like little heaters like this because if you live in a large space, you can heat small spaces, therefore, perhaps, in my opinion at least, conserving energy because you're only heating a small space. Whereas if you had to heat your entire living space, if it's large, that's going to use more energy. If you live in a small space, then it's also good because it heats your entire space because you live in a small space. So it's a win-win, right? These are really useful. So it's got some, is that tape? What is that? I think that's like a warning. I'm going to leave that on. All right. Let's start off by checking out the extension cord just to see how good it is. So I'm going to pull it. I think it's a little bit on the short. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's pretty long. It's a pretty long cord. I was going to say it's a little bit on the short side, but no, that's pretty long. It's a pretty long cord. All right, let's go ahead and plug it in and test it out right away so we can just investigate and see how it works. So it's plugged in. One thing I'm noticing when I plugged it in, I'm going to show you something. This is a possible con. I don't know if it's my outlet, but you see how it's a little bit loose there? So I don't know if that's the outlet or it's the heater, but I've used this outlet for other devices, so I think it might be the actual cord that's a little bit loose. I don't have another outlet here to test it on, but that's interesting. Let's see if it turns on, because it's coming. You know what I'm going to do? Let's do it right now. Just walk with me. Let's go test this on another outlet I have over here. Okay. Let's test it over here. Okay, so it was just the outlet. So it's not the device, it's the outlet. Okay, so that outlet I was testing it in is not very good. So for some reason, that outlet is not as good as this one. So +1 for Pelonis, right? So there is no fault in the cord. I was thinking like, uh-oh, if you can't plug this in and it's gonna like unplug, that can't be good, right? So no issues there. Okay. Plug that back in. All right. And so what do we got here? We got some cool controls. Do not cover. No cubrir. That's in Spanish. So this should be the fan. Check this out. Doesn't turn on. So why is that? With heaters, and it's funny that I know this just because I've reviewed so many heaters, you usually have to adjust the thermostat when you're using the fan. Otherwise, it won't turn on. I think it's something about like the way they're made. Because look, it's on, but it's not turning on. So you just move the thermostat, and then now it turns on. It's blowing air. It's a pretty good fan. It's pretty good. Now I wouldn't say don't go out and buy this for the fan. No, I need a fan. I'm going to buy the Pelonis heater. No, buy a fan instead. But it does have a fan mode. Let's see if it has a safety feature because it says it's supposed to. Let's say you have kids or pets or wild adults and they knock it over. Yep, it turns off. So there it is there. See, on. If you release it, it turns off. So it's a safety feature so that if someone happens to knock over your heater, it shuts off. I've actually reviewed heaters in the past, I don't remember the brand, where I couldn't see the safety switch. It worked, it had a safety feature, but I couldn't find it, and it just made me really nervous. So this is the first heat setting. Let me turn on max. There, it's warm now. Okay, it's starting to get warm. Pretty powerful. And this is the, oh, it's getting really warm. I'm gonna turn it back on the lower setting. Let's see if we can find anything else interesting. This should have an auto on-off feature. Yeah, here we go. Place the heater on a surface. Okay. Turn the heater on. When the room reaches a comfortable temperature, slowly turn the thermostat control counterclockwise until the heater goes off. This is the point at which the thermostat setting equals the room temperature. At this setting, the thermostat will automatically turn the heater on and off to maintain the selected temperature. Yeah, I never like that. So what I usually do is I just turn it on or off. Yeah. So basically, like right now it's on, right? Let me zoom in so you can see. Oh, that's hot. So right now it's on. So what I can do is slowly lower it, very slowly, and look, it'll shut off soon. Well, it should. There it goes. It shut off. And after a while, it should turn back on, right? Because it's not at the minimum yet, right? So interesting, right? So I don't like that. I usually just set it at max and then just turn it on and off or put the fan on. Whatever works. So you've got fan, you've got this one, and you've got this one. So pretty cool, right? Simple little heater. Seems to work pretty well. And you know, the on-off feature, you know, it's something you get used to, but for some reason when devices turn on and off by themselves, it just always bothers me. I have a dehumidifier and same thing, you know, it's just don't like it. I don't like the on and off feature. I like letting it run. So of course, if it gets too hot, then you're not going to want to do that, right? You're going to want to make sure it turns off and on by itself. So pretty happy with this. It's a good brand. I've had Pelonis heaters my entire life. It's got a safety feature. Pretty standard in terms of heaters. Hopefully if you buy this, it lasts you a very long time. I kind of feel like it will. You know, it's good quality stuff with Pelonis. I hope this video has been helpful. Good luck.